We are back with an exclusive reveal. Fortune's best places to live for families. Fortune magazine researching cities and towns all across the country, narrowing it down to just 50. And joining us to share the top 10 is Fortune's editor-in-chief, Alyson Shontell. Alyson, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you all. Thanks for having me.
I love lists like this.
Yeah, everybody loves a good list. So how did you narrow this down? What was the criteria?
Okay, so we looked at 20,000 cities all across the nation, all 50 states, and we narrowed it down to the top city in every state. And we looked at things like affordability, commutability, but really we looked at people who could care for both their families in these cities and also people who could care for their kids in these cities and get to their jobs. So all those
also
factors.
like education and strong sense of community as well.
That's good. Yes.
All right. Well, we know you chose 50. We don't have time for all 50, but we have time for 10.
Okay.
So let's see the top 10 here. We don't have a drum roll, but I imagine we do.
Close
I'll give you
enough.
one. There we go.
What stands out about the top 10 before we kind of zoom in here?
So, well, Silver Spring was on our list last year as number 3, and it's scooted up to number 1 because they've really got great services for both generations, up and down. But really what stands out is these are really great places for building community and fostering social relationships. So when we went to go visit Silver Spring, we found a neighbor who was like, I know everyone within a 3-block radius. I know all their names, I know their families, I know the support systems. So that's really important.
All right. So we got Silver Spring. What's the American family looking like right now? We've always heard about, it's a couple with 2.3 kids. What's the deal?
Well, so 23% of U.S. adults are caring for both their parents and their kids. So this is what we call the sandwich generation. And they're also trying to maintain jobs. So they're just being pulled and stretched in all these ways. So like I just moved to the burbs when the pandemic hit in 2020, and I was looking for all these things, and I couldn't find a comprehensive list. I was looking at schools, I was looking at maybe future nursing homes, but really something that put it all together. So that was really what we were seeking to do.
Alyson, I mean, for folks who may not live in one of those areas or may not live in one of the 50 areas that you profile in the magazine, is there something they can take from one of those cities, one of those towns, and perhaps apply it where they live?
Yeah, so I think it's important to know that any resident can help their town become more connected and foster these relationships. So you could throw a block party on your street. You could have an active YMCA. Silver Spring, which we chose, was really good at creating something called Silver Spring Village, where the town gets together. They have 100 vetted volunteers that help with everything from technical services for the elderly to grocery shopping. They put together 650 social activities throughout the year, everything from like chess matches for older people to like cooking together and getting people together.
I'm sure they're loving the show today with this list. What's the goal for something like this? Is it for maybe, let's say I live in Wichita and I'm like, wait a minute, we need to be on that list. And then I try to make sure that we have a sense of community so we can apply. Because it's one of the greatest cities on the earth.
Oh,
I'm just wondering. But yeah, what is your goal for this?
Yeah, so when you look at study of the best study in happiness came out of Harvard. And what they found was that social ties and the strength of your social ties is the #1 dictator about how happy you'll be in life. And so I think that's something that's key to take away for all these towns and communities that want to bring people in, is just fostering a sense of getting to know your neighbor, of creating these connections that can be long lasting.
I love the criteria that you guys actually applied here, because sometimes we do these lists and it's like best city in America, and typically it's like the most beautiful city in America, or it's near water, but it's not affordable. So good job.
This is good.
Thank you.
We say yay.
I appreciate
Way
it.
to go, Silver Spring. Congratulations.
Okay. And you can find out more about the best places to live in the new issue of Fortune.
Good deal.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.